Ladies and gentlemen, you know what really meant a lot to me with this documentary? It wasn't how the documentary was filmed, which I thought was phenomenal. It wasn't how I thought the documentary would be monumental in Winnipeg history and world history. It wasn't how I felt that it's going to be really powerful in making a statement about who I am and what I do, my purpose in life. It was more to do with how nice he was in terms of how much I mean to people. You know, he was like saying, I mean a lot to people. I mean very much to people. Kevin, I mean. So Kevin or K0VIN. That's his channel, so subscribe to him, guys. So yeah, it wasn't that, it just meant a lot to me to know that I was very much supported in what I do. Now, I tend to be very, I mean, I get a lot of praise, definitely, don't get me wrong, I do get a lot of praise. People are very friendly, they do say a lot of nice things, but when you hear it from someone's mouth and they're talking to you, which my friends would all do that, I'm sure, but when you hear it from someone's mouth, and I get a lot of hater comments, right? Not that many, I don't get that many, but I get enough that it's like always there, right? So, but when I get the positive comments, I'm like, wow, this is like really nice. This is like so nice. They're like so nice to me. Or they say like this most profound thing, or most creative thing, and that's really good about me. So I'm like, hey, I obviously mean a lot to them. But when you hear it in person, and the person's like, I've been through certain things or whatever, and you helped me get through, or I've seen you perform at Portage Place and different places, and you do it unabashedly in public, not caring where you are when you're doing this kind of thing, where you are, whatever, you can sing, dance, whatever. I'm just very comfortable with that. It's just been something that I've been very, I don't know, it's like very second nature to me. I don't even think about, you know me, I'm all about making lots of content, right? And making good content. So I don't think about, oh, I'm singing in front of a crowd, oh no. I just think I don't want to be disturbed because I'm trying to make a video and I want lots of videos, darling. That's what I think of, right? But people are like really profoundly like, wow, you are singing in front of like this huge crowd and you don't care. You're just doing whatever you want. I mean, the funny thing is, it was always security coming up to me and saying, people are complaining that you're doing this. But otherwise, like, it was never anybody, and most people when they saw me, they wanted to sign up to subscribe. So I thought, who's complaining? But anyway, but yeah, so whatever, it's fine. They can say that. But I was like, oh, okay, I'm like really, really good. So a lot of times I got a lot of responses from security who was saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that from the Forks. And I got a lot of responses from people saying, oh, you should off yourself, you should this, that. So I never really got the sense of how profound I was to people in their lives. Even though I got kind of knew by the positive comments, I kind of knew, but I was like, I don't know. So then when this person, Kevin, says, you make a really big impact, you don't realize how popular you really are and how people around the world really think what you do is amazing. So I'm like, hey, that's cool. So it really made a big difference in terms of how I see myself. It's really nice to see that in person, that whole thing where you just feel like, hey, your work is really meaningful to someone, when you constantly, like when I was going to the Forks every day, which I did go to the Forks every day, but I was constantly getting bombarded by security saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. So anytime I would do anything fun or anything where I was singing or dancing or anything, I was like told to leave, right? Or not told to leave, but just told to stop, right? And it was just like getting to the point where I'm like, well, why am I coming here if every time I'm going here, I'm told to stop singing, I'm told to stop dancing. And not that, it's a public place. I totally get that would happen, but I'm like, I'm trying to make a video, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, So it was just getting to the point where I was like, well, I could do this any other time anywhere else. So why would I bother coming here if I don't, and the thing that I don't understand about all this is that there was a lot of buskers in the Forks, right? So if there's buskers in the Forks, what difference does it make if I'm singing and dancing or doing whatever, So anyway, it was just, and so yeah, so when I sing in Portage Place, no one really says anything. The thing is, I do it now outside, because a lot of times you have to have permission to do these videos in these buildings, so I do it all outside now. But I can sing outside, like if somebody's walking by, I'm just like, whatever, I don't care, So yeah, I was really pleased by his professionalism, how nice he was. And his rap is like very, out there, very edgy, like crazy edgy, right? So I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was like, holy, he's really, really nice. And his videos are so awesome. And so, well, they're crazy cool because they're like so rare to see videos like that, especially from Winnipeg, right? So anyway, I was just like, wow, he was really, really nice, really good to me, professional like crazy. So I really felt working with him was great. And his girlfriend watches my videos, his friends watch my videos. So I was like, hey, this is really cool. I'm like, wow, this is really nice. I really felt that he was really, you know, he really felt that I made a huge impact. Like, if ever I said a compliment about his channel, he would be like, no, but your channel, this and that, right? So it was a really nice feeling to have that actually with a person live. And I'm sure if I met any of you guys that are my fans, that always give me compliments, the same thing. You would say something exactly the same way. It's just so nice when I see, that's why your fans are so important, because you meet them and you're like, hey, they love me, right? So I really valued the whole interaction in terms of getting the process done, getting the video done, working hard. For me, I can dance for 13 hours straight. I can go on a treadmill for 8 hours or more. I could dance for more. I was super skinny, but I could dance for more. I could go on a treadmill for more. And then I could walk for 13 hours straight. I went to the Forks one time, walked around in circles, 13 hours straight, right guys? So that's a lot of work, okay? So I'm very much into this kind of like exercise, do whatever kind of thing, and really focus on my goals. So anyway, it was really nice. The whole experience, everything. You guys got to check it out. The documentary is on Kevin's channel, KEVIN, with hashtag, or K0VIN. I'm not sure which one it is. Anyway, totally enjoy. Bye now. I know his name is Kevin with a 0 in it, but anyway, totally enjoy.